Right, good morning everyone. Hope you guys are having a great time. Thank you so much for joining. This is Dan here at Dan's Code Traders Hub. I want to say thank you for tuning in and of course always coming around to analyze with me these charts. I really appreciate. Thank you for subscribing. Those who haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And of course, if you haven't liked, again, if you've been liking the content of this channel, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and we will really appreciate that. I personally will appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are growing a community of traders together, so let's look at doing that together. All right, without further ado, let's now pray and head over to our daily routine. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. We are here in this very moment, on this very session, to check the markets that you've given freely to us to access and be able to be profitable out of them, Lord. We say thank you for the signals that you're giving us. Thank you for the money we've made. We know the loss that we made yesterday, we can recover it today because you are good to us. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the great analysis, for the great entry and exit levels, and thank you for the good signals that you are giving to us today. Thank you that we are having the knowledge to actually execute everything that you reveal to us in this very day. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Right, I haven't checked the market yet, but I believe we are going to make some good money. So let's look at Crush 500 and see if there is an opportunity for us to make this money today. Right, Crush 500. So, this was yesterday. This was yesterday, and I had my limit orders right here, but where I had put my stop loss, it actually went all the way up there to grab that liquidity. So right here, I'm going to delete everything, so just bear with me. It's still a bit confusing where we are. In fact, I can first delete that, and yes, I want to first talk about that. So right there, we saw a change of character right there, and when price broke that, it was giving us already that kind of a double top right there. So after giving it to us, it broke out. So you know how we normally enter this is we wait for a retracement back there, and this is where I had my retracement level. But surprisingly, today it actually went all the way up back to that back to that resistance level right about there. You can clearly see that. So reaching there, it started to sell once again, and this was just a pullback to this order block right there. So clearly, if we are matching this whole thing with what we have, first delete this, delete that, delete this, and now delete that. Now we clearly have a sell kind of momentum. According to H4 we need to sell, according to H1 we want to sell, according to M15 the momentum to sell is still a bit low, but from what we see there, according to Fibonacci right there, that would be the price in premium. That would be one in premium, and actually let me add in some other levels right here so that we can do what? We can have 38.2 and 60 and 60. Which other level is it? 60 what? Just forgotten it. 61.8, I think so. 61 0.8. I believe those are the levels. So so 38%. This 38.2, and this is 61.8. I don't know why it's not showing. Not sure why it is not showing, but let me do the default so that I can have it, and I don't want it in matte yellow, I want it in black. So I'm gonna remove this, delete, and remain with that. 61.8 is there, yes, and this can remain, this can be taken out, that taken out, and this, take it out. So those are the 4 ones that I need to see. Alright, so now clearly I have that I wanted. 6, we should be getting into sales. Going to H1, we are going to have a big stop loss, but I really don't want to wait. Let me see if I can wait for some pullback. Maybe on M5 I may wait for a pullback. Yeah, I think on M5 I may wait for this kind of pullback. Yeah, so let's wait for the M1, M5 pullback, then we can make this sell. I can actually add some limit orders right here. Some limit order, there's one fair value gap right there, and there's one here. So let me just have those two for now. If price comes around, it will activate them, and then I will be in sales. We are looking for sales, and that's without a doubt according to M15. According to this asset, that's what we're looking for. So daily, we are at a retracement level right there on CCI, and according to H4, we are already selling. That is now matching with what we are seeing on daily. H1, it's already in a sell according to CCI right there, it's confirming that. And of course M15, it hasn't touched the overbought, so that's why I was a bit skeptical. So if it does this, probably it will get us to getting oversold, and then probably we can come in like that and get another lower low, So currently this is a lower low, lower high, so we are going to be coming to look for a lower low, another lower low. So now, before I can delete this, I want to see where I had put it all the way down below, so I can delete it for now, so that we can have enough room to do the rest of the things. And I will leave it at M15. What is this now? And this is going to come around here, and we want this kind of move. So for now, delete it. We will maintain this. Daily, that can be taken out. Delete. So go back to H1, and at least the chart is a bit clear. These lines here, don't mind about them. Let me see, what is that? That is in H4, so it's no longer there, it's actually right there. So that's where we can easily put it. So it's like that. Now price has to come all the way down below. Okay, so I think that's it. Daily. Okay, so this can actually now also be put right about there to match with that. For now we just have it right there. So going to daily, and now I will not be having those lines interfering with what I was looking at. Alright, so H4 we have that, H1 we have that, and now we are looking for the pullback to give us that kind of move. I want to remind you that on M15 there is actually price reacting back there, so I can easily have that right there, but momentum, as we can see, is trying to go all the way up, go the way down. So for us, we wait and see what will happen. If it continues, but it has to give us a retest. Here it did not give us a retest, but here it did. So I want you to look at the previous. Here it gave us that kind of, so that's what we'll be waiting for. Alright, so that is Crash 500. Good morning everyone. I can see some people in. Please, if you don't mind, you can let us know where you are watching us from, streaming from, which country or which area in Uganda you are streaming from. Yeah, let's have a conversation. Let's interact. Boom 1000. Let's now head over to Boom 1000. Boom 1000. Right. Yeah. We wanted price to react here and then continue, but it actually later came around here. So we had two ways, to come here or down below. This one we didn't actually have it to come all the way back here. For some reason I didn't think it will actually come all the way back here, so it came all the way back here and pushed price into the buys, and we saw that kind of breakout. The other one was, if we see a breakout here, then price will try to come all the way back here, but price did not break that, so this one was never an option because of price not breaking this level. So it went all the way for this move, and like I told you, I gave you first TP from there, second TP. So I'm going to just draw this second TP and we see where we are. So it's not yet there, so it's coming right about there, it's coming around that level. So we are going to be waiting for that so that we can anticipate if we have a pullback to sales or not. So for now, delete this, have that there, and look at M15. H1. First go to weekly, buy sales. Weekly we are looking for sales. Daily we are now getting overbought, and clearly if you go to H4 you will see that price is having some reaction right about there, like a resistance level right there, but we may see this kind of move to take all the way up there to break out there. So until then, we know that H1, H4 is also overbought, daily is overbought. So daily and H4 we are looking for sales. H1 we are also looking for sales in a weird way. M30 sells, M15 sells. So what is not happening? It's gonna give us something like this. It's gonna jump like that to reach that TP level that we are looking at. I hope I'm not wrong. Yeah, I hope I'm not wrong. Right. Let me see, what did it reach the first TP? Yes, it reached the first TP, but is it enough? Is it enough? Right there. Reach the first TP. Is it enough? I still doubt. So it's gonna be. I still feel this move. This kind of what? This kind of move, of a kind of spike. It's gonna come when you least expect it. It's gonna come, and we'll take all that stop losses that are right about there, and then it will start to get into sales. So that's why I'm skeptical to enter this. Yes, we need sales according to daily H4, H1 and M30. We need sales. Even M15 we need sales, but according to our calculation and how we normally calculate our TP, we need to reach that level. And the other reason is this, since this is a resistance level right there, that's where liquidity is. That's a liquidity pool above that resistance. So it means price is going to look at all options to grab that, not price. They're the market guys, the market makers. They are going to look at all options to try and grab that liquidity right there. Why? Because many people have entered sales right here and they have their stop losses above there, so they want to pull it out and then come in stronger and pump this market with sell orders. And that's what we'll also be waiting for. When they do that move, when they make that move, we also join them and take it all the way down below. Right, so it has already respected this structure of a falling wedge, and we are waiting for now that liquidity grab. Just that once it happens, the sales will be coming in, then we'll be looking at selling it all the way from there. So for now, it's a no-go. It's a no-go for me until I'm convinced. This is Boom 1000. It's a no joke. It can wipe your account mostly when you are selling. This only one spike, if it finds your stop loss like right here and it spikes like that, man, it can take like 40 or 30% of your account. So that's why it is a deadly asset. That's a deadly asset. You also, at least it's good when you are buying, because then the stop loss will be respected. But right here, the stop loss will never be respected. So you have to be very, very careful when you're trading a Boom 1000. Very tricky, but rewarding when you are right. Very rewarding when you are right. All right, Boom 500. Exactly what we needed, but the only issue I have is I think I had my limit order. So Boom 500. Sorry guys, I had forgotten. Sorry, Boom 500. Exactly what we needed. Retest there, and then come in with a sell. So it retested actually to that order block, which I had not considered. I don't know why. I think I was tired because I did this before I slept. No, not before I slept. This is when we were in the market, I believe. So I had my limit orders which were activated and stop loss were taken out from there. Look at that. I don't know why I love tight stop losses, but anyway, they're the ones that keep me into the market for long, because if I put big stop losses, then I'm increasing my risk exposure. So yeah, I was taken out there, but immediately after taking me out, we saw that kind of move. And now something profound, something that we can capitalize on arrives. So we can delete now all this. Let's delete all that. I don't know what this is, but I think I can delete it. Yeah, you can delete that. delete that. This, what is that? Okay, we want liquidity to be grabbed from here, so that's why. Okay, so get back to H1. I have a change of character right about there, so that can give me a hope to anticipate a retest. I have here previous order block. It's some kind of a weak support looking at here, so but we will follow with that. So we say that is where we are currently, and that can give me an indication that price is gonna pull back. It's gonna make a pullback a bit. So for this, it can at least go back here, and this is what I want right here. According to the plan I'm looking at, and that's how I'll be looking at this. That's how I'll be looking at this. I want a pullback right there. So how do I know it's gonna go there? I need to use this as my high, just an imaginary low right there, and that as my high, and I look at levels like this. Yeah, this is a change of character. It may only come around here, but it has to go above 50. So if it goes above 50, that means it's gonna come around this fair value gap. So if it does that, then it's gonna come all the way from there, all the way from there. That's where price will be coming back from. That is if it uses this, if it comes around here to give us this kind of low, this kind of lower low. So for now, that's what I'll be looking at. That is my anticipation right there. Alright, this is, remember, this is a boom 500, and when it is spiking, it doesn't even need a minute and even an hour. It can just give one spike and it reaches all the way up there. So we just have to wait and see what happens. But for now, that's what I may anticipate. Let me go to M15, and clearly M15 is oversold. Now that confirms my theory or my anticipation. According to CCI, M15 is oversold, meaning I can now anticipate entries for buys right around this level. And yeah, I was going to say this order block, but that order block is not even a valid one. So I just have to wait. It's gonna be hard to get a sniper entry right here, but I'm just gonna have to put my buy limit right there and another one in between here, just in case if it tries to react before we come back to it. Yeah, just in the middle right there. Alright, it's supposed most of the times it reacts on the order block, but now that another hour high is going to start in the next minute, so it may even react on that very hour before the M15, the first M15 candle closes. It will have given us a pullback, it will have given us a spike. So we will see about that. The next candle is going to start just around here. See, okay, not yet. Go to M1. Alright, yeah, spike is coming. Spike is going to come around just before this M15 candle closes. We may see the spike to come around there. So for now, let's now head over to Volatility 25S. Vol 25S. Vol 2025 1S. So weekly, we need that sell, that's what we need. Daily, we are still selling, that's what we need. But we need to first break this support level. So until then, there are no sells for us. So according to weekly, H4, we wanted price to get back there and then come with sells. So going to H4, H4, CCI is still showing us that we need to look for some buys, and I'm looking at any point of interest left back where this buy is going to go to. It's none other than that. It's the only point of interest left back. The rest have already been mitigated. The liquidity levels, liquidity pool levels, all of them have been mitigated. It's only that is not mitigated according to H4. So that fair value gap may be one that will push actually price to head over there according to H4 to get overbought. It's weird. Yeah, but H1 is also confirming that. Kind of buy, and clearly it has reached that order block, and it's a valid order block. So I need to have my limit order right about there. I need to have my limit order right on this level. But before I do that, I need to see what is on M15. Yes, M15 is also confirming that. So for now, I will have my limit order right there on that order block, right there, just there to activate it. I had another buy limit right here, but it's likely not to reach it. So I will just go with that. I'm gonna delete all this. I want to see the reason why I had done this here, then pull back there. That is what is that. Oh, is that also a fair value gap which was never mitigated? So we have two levels. This one and the other one. So having seen that, first go to daily, do this, have that come all the way there, and then go to H4, go to H4, this will be the move from there, and also this one right here, right there. So that's what I can anticipate right there according to what we see right there, or this one. So whichever comes in first and gives us a confidence asset today. So I'm looking at this asset today. So until then, it's a no-go for me. I need to see it activate this limit order, and then we start to get into buys. All right, that is V25S. Let's head over to V20. Before I go to V20, let me see. Okay, this is still moving into buys. Into sales. Yeah, the pullback there is happening, and somehow it is trying to. Don't tell me it is going to react on me on that order block. Why not that fair value gap? React to that fair value gap. It's where we need it. Let me see with the fib. If I use fib, yeah, it has to come up. Not yet. So please this has to come around that fair value gap for us to make those entries. So this one here can't be a retest. Oh, it can actually. It has touched the 50%. It has touched the 50%. Wow. So I don't know. Let's wait and see. If it goes to our 38.2, that will be our best option. That's where we want it to go to. So for now, remove it and let's wait. So V75. V75. Let's look at V75. All right, so let's start from daily. Daily. Okay, we want that pullback according to daily so that we can start selling. Properly or highly. There's a fair value gap right here. I missed. Oh, that one was yesterday. Oh, not actually yesterday. I missed that level yesterday. So there's a fair value gap there. There's that fair value gap. But then there's also that resistance level. So there's gonna be either right there or here before we can come in with sales. Before we can start to see these kinds of sales right there. So this one right here, that kind of move, that is a fair value gap. So we need something like that there or here. So for now I can delete all this. There's a fair value gap there according to H1. It's an order block actually, but clearly we reached the retracement level, so it's likely to do this. It's likely to do this and then continue buying. So that's what we will also wait for. Just bring this a bit closer right there so that we can have this around there like that. Retest here, continue. This order block is not a fair one. This fair value gap has been taken out, so we have no option but to enter our buys right here. So normally I just want to put 0.1 right there, 0.01. I don't want to risk a lot. It may continue and try to grab liquidity below this order block because it will, these guys will know that we have our stop losses just below here. So I can also add another one right about here, so that if it tries to do that liquidity pull, and liquidity grab, I also have another entry right below there. So that's how I'll be looking at entry on this very asset. That is a V75. So pull back here. Let's confirm with M15. M15, if it is overbought, then we know that we are actually right. Yeah, M15 is overbought from right there according to CCI. So meaning the sell is coming to reach here, test that level, and then continue. And clearly on M15, there is also this fair value gap right about there that needs to be grabbed. So now that I know that, I can actually bring my limit order to there and just wait to see what will come through. Alright, that is it on V75. Let's now head over to let's head over to jump 50. 50. So jump 50, for those that normally follow it, it's been like about 3 or 4 days since we last traded it. Let me see, according to H4, when did we last trade it? Let's go to daily. So this is Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday. We last traded it on Thursday last week. So clearly, and actually even this, it kept on taking me out. I didn't trade it. Also, we can say Wednesday is when we got those good moves. So now, knowing that that it's been a bit of course Saturday and Sunday it moved well a bit from where we wanted it. I've already cleared the analysis that we had on those days, but now we can go to daily. We have been looking at a retest. Yeah, it's been like a retest. Going to weekly, that is the reason why it's within a symmetrical triangle. We wanted price. When it gets there, we actually enter our sells when it gets to that level, and clearly it has reached. According to daily, it has even surpassed that level, so it's actually trying to continue with the buys. So that would be a bit weird for us to actually come in with the sells, unless if we get any change of character. So all the time frames are now overbought. Weekly, daily, H4, H1, all are overbought. So for us to confirm selling momentum, we need to see change of character come around. But if we keep on seeing break of structure like now, what we are seeing right there, it means we are still very far from selling this asset. M15, clearly that is a break of structure, so we are still very far from selling this asset and getting a proper entry. And the way where it is even hard for us to make a buy entry, because it is already showing that it is overbought. There's a resistance right there, a resistance area right there, according to daily time frame. So I can delete that, and now just this is to wait. Not trading this, let's wait for it. Ever since it gave us a change of character right here, it kept on giving all that. But we can look at daily and look at key levels that were left back. There's that order block right there. There's that order block right there. There's this fair value gap, even though that candle hasn't closed yet. There's that fair value gap. There's this fair value gap. Then there's this small fair value gap right here. Yeah, so those are the levels I'm seeing. This one right here was mitigated, so we can't count that. This one right here was mitigated, we can count that. And this, yeah, this one is, we're not going to count that also. So that's what I'm currently seeing. And it's gonna be hard for anyone to make any entries right here until we see some moves like change of characters right about here. Yeah, M15 is actually showing us that we still have a buy momentum. M15, M30 sell, H1 sell. So we keep waiting because the lower time frame are showing us we are in a buy trend, and that's what we are still in. so let's wait to make any conclusions. Jump 25, jump 25. We traded this yesterday. The morning signal, those who are on the VIP signals first gave us a loss, and that's when I realized it was coming for a liquidity grab. Let's see where it was here. It was here. Let me try to pull it a bit here. So this is where the move was. So at first it had given us this kind of low like that at first, like that, but looking at that, it didn't make any sense. Then it kept on moving until it decided to give us a low right there. That's the where we had we had this level right here. That was a level right there, so I was expecting price to react. So that's where even our limit orders were right here, but it came for liquidity grab all the way down below here. And clearly you can see, if you are going on the left right here, that was a fair value gap also down below, so it went to grab liquidity right there on that fair value gap. So I missed that move, and I had not calculated that move to the fair value gap, and we missed our first trade yesterday, and that's how we were taken out. But on taking us out, I saw that it was going to come around right here. After giving us this move, I knew that it was going to come around and react from this order block. It's an H1 order block right there. That's why you see me have it there, and that's where I had my other limit orders. So let me show you that. So those were the sales, those were the losses right there, but this is where we entered our next move. So first TP was there to match right there, and then second TP was all the way there. Why? Because of, I think it was because of this move right there. Let's see. Actually, that is where it was. So I didn't want to reach all the way there, but I was aiming at this fair value gap right there. That's where I had my other TP taken out. So for the VIPs, I know some of them, actually most of them who took this first trade right here, never entered this one here. So that was a loss that we need to recover today. So we will be looking at recovery options. So I want to delete all this now. What is this? Delete that. This, delete it. This, delete that. That has reached. We wanted it to reach there, and then we start to sell, and that's what has happened right here. Clearly that's what we were looking for. We first wanted price to get here, and then it pushes there for the sell, but it did not. It came around this order block, yeah, and that's where we started to get that pullback, and immediately we started to sell. So that level, I hope, I don't know, those who followed this analysis and entered the sales there, congrats. But after recovering and hitting my target right here, I didn't want to overtrade again, so I kind of halted from following it up. Let me see, this is now mitigated. This may be a point of interest from now as a weak support level. So go to MH1. All we need now is a breakout. That is a rising wedge there. We need a breakout to give us this kind of sell. So that's what we are going to be anticipating. So clearly, if we look at CCI, price hasn't reached overbought, so it means it's still in a buy trend. And more so, it hasn't given us any change of character to even on M15. It's not that of a big deal right here. So it was just get there, come down, and then continue. Yeah, it hasn't given us a clear change of character right there. So we are still in a buy trend. It's gonna come, probably grab liquidity to where, according to M15, the retest there, and then come to oversold. Then we continue buying it. All right. So this is weird. There's that order block, and right here. Okay. There's a possible unit. Oh no. H1 we are selling. H4 is the one where we still need buys. So if H1 we are selling, then it's coming all the way right here. So we should be looking for entries, and this would have been a clear entry back to that order block. And the issue on M5 is showing us buys, not sells. So what do we do? I can't. This would be a big support. A big stop loss on jump 25. That is a big risk from here to all the way up there. That's a big risk. So and compared to the profit, that would be a 1 to 2. So this is not worth the risk. So you rather now wait for a change of character on M5. Yeah, wait for a change of character on M5 for you to make this kind of entry to sell it all the way down below. So for now it's a no-go. I'm not entering this, even though I see it reacted from that order block, which is a good thing for us to actually utilize, but we were late, so we can't enter where it is right now. So pull back there, then we can make our entry stop losses at least above that. That's where we should be looking at putting the stop loss. So imagine if you enter from here where price is, so you'll be looking at like at 1 to 1 point something. So it's a bit risky for you to do that. So for now it's a no-go. I'm not entering that. Jump 10. Let's look at jump 10 and we conclude this today's session. We have about 5 minutes. All right, so jump 10. First but weekly, that's what we have. We need the sell to continue like that, but we are on a pullback or on a retracement after price getting to that line there, which is a retracement level on CCI. So we are looking at price coming all the way back to buys. So first go back to H4, in fact daily, and that's weird right there. Let me just have it like that. Pull back to that order block, Let's get to H4, delete, that was a change of character. It came back to that fair value gap, so you're supposed to get into buys, but still it came back again into sells. So first delete that, and now that we know this is a fair value gap, it's now becoming a support level according to H4. Let's now get to H1, make it a bit clear and wider to understand better. And there we see that price now focuses on that fair value gap right here. Yeah, right there. So after price reacting to that, let's delete all this. This move we saw, so we're supposed to be now getting into the buys. All right. Now that move was taken out. So where is it reacting here? This is what H1. We still need some bit of sells. Why? Let's go to M15. Oh yes, M15 is not yet oversold. That's the reason why. Clearly here we have a weak support on that fair value gap right about there. We have it's now a weak support, and then down below we have an order block right here. So price is likely to come down, so I rather wait for it to do that. Let me see, do we have any other point of interest down below? Let's look at that. Any point of interest? Not really. It's only that fair value gap right there. It's only that fair value gap. Wait. This may be seen as an ascending triangle. Am I clear on that? Let's go to M5. H4. This may end up being what? This may end up being an ascending triangle. So that means price is coming all the way down here. If that's the case, that means price is coming all the way down back to that trend line. If that's the case, H1, does it have a momentum to go back all the way here, all the way there? There's this level, it's a bit hard to break through, so we will wait and see. So this is where it is. It's still big. It's still a big thing for us to anticipate and actually look for any entries for now. So you have to just leave it where it is. You need the breakout there to confirm that sales are coming in to continue all the way down below. Yeah, you need that. That is a resistance up there according to M5. So you need that, and then we get into the sales. So for now, it's a no-go for me. I'm not trading this at all. So that is it on Jump 10, and we are 1 minute past our time. So let's do the recap, and we call it day. Alright, crash 500. So it has still refused to go all the way there. It has reacted to the 50% like we saw. That is a 50%. Yeah, it has reacted right here. That is 50% right there. Reacted in the 50% and started to sell again. So I'm still going to just leave it. I needed it right into that fair value gap. So if it does that, then I can actually enter, but if it doesn't, then I don't have any business with it. Boom, 1,000. I needed price to reach there and then come with a sell. So it's not doing it, and I'm not ready to risk until probably price breaks out right here. Yeah, so this also is a no-go. Boom, 500. It activated our buy limit. It had that kind of a pullback. So I wonder, where do I put my stop loss? Because these guys, these days, they've been hunting my stop losses. There's a fair value gap there that they can actually capitalize on to take again my stop loss. So I want to do this kind of thing. This is an entry right here. So I want to see my stop loss, my risk to reward. Let me first see my risk to reward right there, right about there. Yeah, 1 to 3, about 1 to 3. It's okay. Then I can put it right there. Yeah, then I can put it right there. Wait for my buys. Wait for my buys right about there. So I'm gonna be waiting for my TPs. TP right about there. That's where I'm anticipating my take profit. So this is the only trade I think I've entered that has activated our limit orders. Oh, this one also. Which one? It is what? V25S. It has activated our limit order. This I'm not going to risk. I'm just gonna have my stop loss just below here, and my TP is gonna be all the way there. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna take my TP level right there. So that is also jump. V25S. So I'm into that buy. Yeah, I've not waited for a confirmation. Our confirmation that you need is like a change of character. So this, I'm looking at a sniper entry. So one will say, why haven't you waited for a change of character that like we normally wait for? And I was looking at a sniper entry on that order block, so that's why I had my limit order right there. So let's wait and see how it plays out. This is like it's like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. That's why it's a good trade. For this we need a pullback. This is V75. We need a pullback there, and that's what we'll be waiting for. So until then, I have my limit order right there, one there and one here, and then another one here, but it's likely not to come here because this is not a valid order block. Yeah, this is not a valid order block. It's just an order block that was reacted back to, so it may just be like a support in the near future. All right, jump to 50. This is still a no-go. Don't even waste time on it. Jump 25, pull back all the way here, and then we look for our buy entries, but I don't want to put any limit orders for now. This, we need a pullback there. Let's see what is happening there. Yes, we need a pullback there, and then we come in with the sales to take us all the way down below. That is jump 10. Yeah, I think that's basically it. I hope you guys had a great time. So The only trades that we've actually entered, there are two. That is on Boom 500 with this buy kind of entry, which is now going in a weird way, but we'll see about that. Our stop losses are still a bit safe. Yeah. Let me first go to H1. So let me use this as a low and that as a high. I see where my 30, where my 68. Yeah. Okay, let's wait and see. It's within the level of retracement right there, so it may be taken out, but I don't want to increase more than that. I just don't want to increase more than that. $15 is enough for me to risk. I'm not risking much more than that, so delete that. I'll wait and see what happens. The other one was Volatility 25S. Yeah, it has a low momentum. I don't know how long it will take to even get us into some good money to break even, but yeah, it is having a low momentum. But clearly you can see that is a valid order block that price is reacting from, so that's the reason why I had my limit order right there. If you need to know more about these things that I'm talking about, valid order blocks, fair value gaps, smart money concept, please think about enrolling for the Apple mentorship class. Think about enrolling for the Apple mentorship class. Yeah, so that you can understand all that. The number to call or to WhatsApp is there. Think about to enroll for the class so that you'll be able to understand everything that you're hearing me talk about, so that you can learn more and also be able to join the community of Dunks Core Traders Hub, and you'll be on the same page. What we speak about, you already have an idea about, and as we are trading, looking for signals, you on your own, you're also analyzing. And actually, I always tell these guys that you can always come to my inbox and tell me that, Dan, I'm seeing this. You've said we are looking for buys, but me, I see sells. Why? You challenge. I love challenges, but because challenges help us to grow in all aspects of life. So if you don't get a challenge, you will always think that you're doing the right thing, yet you're blindsided. So blindsides are always there, so you need to always get some challenges. So me too, I'm a human being, so I need someone to come around to my inbox and say, Dan, according to how we normally trade, this is not it. I think here this was supposed to be a sell, not a buy. Why did you do that? Then we can look at it and I say, okay, I think this is it or this is it, and then we can come to the same conclusion. That's how we trade, and that's how we grow together as a community, not as strangers. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Please remember to always trail your stop losses as a risk management strategy, and of course remember to apply other risk management strategies so that you can safeguard your account. The goal here, the focus is not always on making huge profits. The focus is staying longer in the market. How do you stay long? By protecting your account, and as you protect your account, you get good moves also that can even reward you for your discipline in the market. So discipline is key as how you protect your account from these big losses. You have to trade. Remember, there is what we call risk tolerance. If you don't have a risk tolerance per trade for your account, man, I would love to tell you that you are doomed. If you don't have a risk tolerance, you are doomed. And if you're one of these guys who find yourself just trading, you put a stop loss wherever you want, you're not thinking of how much you're going to risk, how much you're risking actually, and you just put your stop loss like that, you just put your lot size like that, not thinking of what leverage that lot size is giving, then you are sorry to say, but you're doomed. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow same time, 10:30 market. So see you at 1 p.m. Have a great day. Happy trading day. See you guys.